I want to share about the book that I've completed reading, which is The Having by Suyun. So I want to share what is the key takeaway, what I've learned from that, and what I wanted to apply into my life from here now onwards. The first one is the the wealth is not possession, but it is the feeling of having. When I understand this, it's really clear because at the end of the day, things that we want in our life, or everything, whether it's new car, it's a new house, the end product of it is emotion of having. So why not we start having now instead of waiting, instead of you suffering in the lack or separation that you don't have that. Why not you feeling good now, imagine as if you already achieved it, because our mind or our brain simply cannot differentiate between what things we are imagining in the future and things that is actually happen. So why not we use that power, and by using this, we are in the state of having. So when we're in this state, we can create more, attract more things into our life, because this is simply what everyone has been talking about. All the successful people, they're doing this thing, and then they manage to attract more wealth. And it is simply applied to me also. Before I read this book, I read something similar. You know, a lot of book that I've read is quite similar to each other, but it's different framework, different way to do things. So I've already done this. What happened is I got promoted and I got a salary increment. So that's something that truly came out of nowhere. I didn't expect that, but at the same time I expect it because I've been practiced the having, the feeling of it, the feeling of having it. And the other practical practice that we can do is, for example, when you go to the shop to buy things, instead of feeling stress out, anxiety, you give the money and then think about, start to move into the having feeling. You have the money to buy this thing, but before you buy that, make sure that it's not a waste, it's something that you truly want. So to do that, there is a method teach in this book, to raise your hand like this, to finger it, and then you feel it, whether it's feeling good or not. If it's not comfortable to you, then probably something that uh, you didn't want. From this, you can use as a compass to whether you buy it or not. But every time you spend money, bills or anything, make it feel good. Make a great connection with the money, with spending money, and money will come to you more. The next thing about this book that I've learned is, don't focus on things that you're lacking. Instead, focus on things that you already have. Be grateful with what you have now. For example, right now I'm grateful with I have a roof to live in, and I have a good job, good colleagues, and good working environment. It's really amazing, and I don't want to take it for granted. So instead, just switch it, man. Switch it. You can do this simply by asking yourself question, what I can be grateful at this moment now, and then waiting for the answer. Stay tuned with yourself. The answer will come out. To be grateful in the moment, and also, one thing that I've learned also, be present in the moment. Enjoy doing things that you're currently doing, and why you're doing that, right? Everything you do in the moment, when you have that feeling, that good feeling, the having, it's become much more impactful. What I've noticed, simply intoxicating, and we don't even need drugs to do this. We only need to generate all this emotion, because the third thing that I want to talk about, the last thing, is wealth is not mathematical, but it is emotional. You see a lot of people, successful people, they extract a lot of things. They've become richer and richer. Why it looks like it's easy for them to do that? Because they focus on having. When you look at the poor person, when they feeling like every day, that's why they get more of it. So that's why rich people sometimes I see they attract things effortlessly because they stabilize their emotional feeling. When they're feeling lacking, it's normal for human to react to things, but how long you want to be in that state? So the rich people, I think they are better in, they'll be able to move out from state of reaction or lack to back to the abundance. So they do this a lot of times. What happens to them is they can extract a lot of more success into their lives. So the next thing that we have to do is simply to regulate our emotions, to not let the subconscious or our body run the life, to dictate our destiny. Instead, we are creator, we are author of our life. Let's start doing things that really gonna help us. And when you do this, right, when you make sure that you feeling good in the state of having, what happen, you're not swimming, or I can give an analogy like you in a boat. It's always rocking, so that's life. But you always get to the destination that you want because you're following the current of water. Instead, people who use effort, manipulation, forcing things, they go against the current. It's exhausting, and why not be efficient? So this efficient also good fortune. We follow the river and try to do try to limit things that can rock in the boats further because life already do that. Then just follow it, don't resist it. And if we in this state for so long, we have a clear, we have certain mind that we can achieve things that we want in that future. We can get there. And the last thing I want to talk about, the practice that we can do. The practice that I want to do is to have a having journal. In this having journal, it has two section, two paragraph. So the first paragraph is the having, what is thing that I have today, list out things that I've gotten, I've received, or given to me. And then the second paragraph is the feeling of it. What do I feel after getting all these things? And I want to do this more. Let's do this to this one. So the more we do this, we can see the pattern, the one point to another point, to see where your life is headed. There was such an incredible or exciting process. I want to do that more and to see where my life will be headed as I'm doing this journaling. Thank you.